We were talking a little bit earlier about the running game of Wes Patton. What about Goddard from dummy half? Here's Bella.
Marty Ballard, the inside ball for Damien Driscoll. They've still got numbers out on the left-hand side through Graham Mackay. Stepping off his left and his right foot. Can he get the ball down? No. Magnificent defence at the back from Damien Smith.
Well, have a look who's back there too. It's Brown back there. What a player he is, the hooker. He was caught out at marker there. Here's Mackay showing his strength, the three-man St George. Well, how many times do you see it, Eric? It's been all the Gold Coast Chargers at the moment. They've had all the possession and all the field position. Here's a break.
Adrian Brunker down the left wing, chased by Wes Patton. Gets the inside ball and he's gone out. Shane Kenwood.
Well, tremendous scrambling there from the Gold Coast. At the end of the day, it was Jason.
Just to regather.
Good ruling there from the referee, a knock back.
Kenwood. This is Coyne. Twists out of one tackle, finds some space, steps inside, manages to get the pass back. And he's lost the ball this time, Shane Kenwood.
And the touch is in too. It was a good tackle over the top from Mackay.
There's a lot of feeling out there. Wayne Bartram, another of these former Gold Coast players.
Settle down, please.
As we see Shane Kenwood take the tackle, the ball was knocked out by Zara and knees everywhere there from
terrible.
Wayne Bartram.
That's terrible there from Wayne Bartram. He has got a reputation for being aggressive, but if he's done what I think he's done there, kick a player who's on the ground, he had a swipe. And I think it's, it might have been a shin, I don't know if it was a kick.
Clinch for Hardy. Lenihan puts on the stamp and he's taken over the top in the tackle of Jason Nicol.
He can play that, Nicol. I mean, I've seen him on a number of occasions now. His involvement in the first half has been first class.
Here's Colin Ward down the right-hand side, gets the ball inside. Throwing up the ball, and they run away. This is Lee Murphy. Murphy to the corner, and Murphy will score. Great try to St George.
Well, hasn't he got some speed, Lee Murphy? Isn't any wonder that he's in the first grade side as a replacement. Again, it's Ward involved. Here on this right-hand side, it's a set play, a second man. There's the extra man there. Ward comes in, that's a charging run. He beats the tackle, he offloads. And that's just unbelievable support play there from the St George Dragons. And there he is, Murphy. Look at the speed. King couldn't make an impression, and there's the first try to the Dragons.
Must be said that Marty Bella came up on the chase very, very quickly. And the ball came from Damien Smith to Colin Ward. He took the high tackle. This is Coyne stepping off, and look at this for a pass. Just a little offload, and Lee Murphy at pace.
There was a couple of feeble attempts at tackle there. It was both the halfback and 5'8" Wes Patton and Scott Zara. That was ordinary stuff from them, to say the least. It was a terrible attempt at tackle. Here's the first offload from Ward, then the flick pass. The two midgets try to put Coyne on the ground. Very strong player. He steps inside Zara, and here's the flick pass there.
Great ball.
Great pass.
Line ball. Thought it might have been.
As everyone knows, rugby league is a confidence game, and once we see the St George Dragons machine start to roll, they're going to be hard to stop. They've got a number of good players. There's Clinch with a clearing kick, and that's inside the 40. And if he does find touch, it will be the feet in the loose of the Dragons. Love this part of the game.
Oh, what a great kick by Gavin Clinch. He sized up the opportunity. Look where he kicked it from. He kicked it from 30 metres out from his own line, and he's put it into touch 10 metres out from the Gold Coast line. I guess when you've got a breeze at your back, that's what you can do.
Good on him too. He'd be looking for a state of origin spot too.
Just another one of these former Gold Coast players, also at Newcastle. They've got space now. Bartram down the right-hand side. He's got Coyne inside. Didn't see him. He had Murphy on the outside as well. A fast play the ball. That'll be a penalty. In fact, he may even get 10 in the bin.
And fair enough too. Coyne wants to go on with it. He'd be better off leaving it alone. Never onside. The marker from the goal. That's what people pay their money for. Wayne Bartram, good on his feet, the outside. Look at the speed of the man. There's nothing better than Wayne Bartram in full flight. And there's the skin bin being used. I think it's the 5'8" being sent to the sin bin.
He was really left with no choice, David Manson. Scott Zara really had to go. It was a professional foul. As we see, came out from Gavin Clinch for Hardy. The wonderful pass from Hardy. And Bartram space. He looked around, he had Coyne inside and Lee Murphy outside. And when Andrew King went over the top, you'll see here.
He can play too, but
Oh, he's got a smile on his face so far.
it's a new dragon, isn't it?
He gets it out for Custo. This is Hardy. The ball has gone behind Bartram, but it's fallen now for Coyne. Coyne coming back inside, brought down just 5 metres out from the Gold Coast line. Custo's put it down. This is Thompson recovering.
Another George side, number 16, Ben Custo's taking the field, replacing Gavin Clint.
Short ball for number 15, Brad Smith. And Brad Smith has gone over for St George.
Well, they certainly needed that before half-time. There was a hitter before it passed there. It'll give us a little bit of time to see it on the replay, but Saints hit back. They worked into the middle, then they hit back. And Bartram again in dummy half. He draws some players. There's Hearn with a long ball out to Brown. He's a brilliant ball player, this bloke.
Great short ball, and Brad Smith ran on at pace and managed to duck under a high tackle there of Andrew King.
They had too many players marking up on the blind side of the Gold Coast, so they're in trouble out wide. Have a look at this for a hold-up. That is a good pass there. No way it was forward from Brown. It might have been Cook the last tackle. There's Hearn, the offload. Again, Saints love to go wide. That is a great pass from Brown. Let's have a look at it. Oh, well, albeit King was coming across to make the smother tackle. He's trying to knock the ball out of the hand.
I think they'd be pretty happy with 10-0 at half-time. Certainly, as I said previously, this breeze is absolutely strengthening by the day.
Bronco gets the ball out for Coyne. Coyne comes back inside. Chooses not to use Lee Murphy on his wing. This is Bartram. They're threatening late in the first half here. St George. Pearson goes straight through the gap. He's got Hardy inside. They kick it through. And there's a try to St George. Ben Custo goes across for the second try. The third try of the match for the St George Dragons.
Well, what about that for a bit of skill from a big front rower? That is just amazing play. He threw the dummy on his left and went straight through, and he showed a fair bit of toe too. He had the support on the inside, but he decided to use the kick. Here's Pearson again. The fella that Scott Sadler falls for the dummy. He should have. Oh, he saw the man there. That's a beautiful kick. That is skill. Custo supports. Try to Saints.
How good is that?
It came out for big Corey Pearson. He showed the ball, stepped off the big left foot. Look at this. Puts it on the outside of his right foot. Hardy was there. So was Ben Custo, and it was Custo who went over for the third try for the Dragons. What a great try.
He will not be allowed in the front rowers union, I can tell you.
Well, I understand that Terry Hermanson's already been kicked out after the skill he showed the other night. The Gold Coast trails by 16 points to 0 early in this second half. Here's a charge down from Lance Thompson. Has it come back for St George? Oh!
That is
Henry
a collision and a half.
Is down and hasn't moved. Lance Thompson is not well either.
Sulavale
has gone up and has come down heavily. He hasn't moved since that collision with Lance Thompson.
There was plenty of commitment from both players there with the bouncing ball.
When the Gold Coast dressing room coach, the normally quiet-spoken Phil Economides, absolutely blown up about the number of mistakes.
We'll come back to you, Mario, as Wes Patton has sent Graham Mackay around behind the posts. That's the individual brilliance of Wes Patton. He did it last week when he stood up the Australian fullback. And he's done it again, sending his captain in behind the
post. Well, as you said, when you're playing against a player like Wes Patton, you can't afford the rest. They bludged on the blind side a bit, didn't come up on the line, and he snuffed it out pretty quickly as through that gap in a rush. And look at the support play there from Graham Mackay. He knows that Patton can make the break and set him up on the outside, and that's an easy try to the Gold Coast. And that's just what they needed, 4 minutes of play in the second half, and they're back in this game.
Wes Patton looks oh so casual there, but once he put the foot down, you can see Mark Coyne in back play looking for something from his defences, and Graham Mackay accepted the pass just a couple of metres out from the line, and it was a pretty straightforward run around from there.
Well, you only need a player like Patton to run 3 times a half, and he's going to carve up. He did exactly that. Mackay moves in for the kick.
Actually, at half-time, Coach David Waite warned Bartram about silly pressure as we see Patton make a break.
Comes back now for Patton. Sets the outsides alight. This is Nickel with space. Nickel goes right through, and Nickel will score. Jason Nickel ran 25 metres. He was putting it clear.
Well, he's been a class act today for the Gold Coast Chargers.
A try to the Gold Coast Chargers.
Tell you what, I have been impressed with him every time that they get the ball in their own half and they need
12
someone to
minutes
run the
remaining in the
football.
clash in the mighty Newman St George Dragons.
He's not afraid. It's Durham on the inside.
10.
They move the football beautifully here. Patton again. They stood off Patton. Beautiful ball out to Nickel. He stands up Hardy. That's a poor attempt to tackle. Plenty of pace here. Let's have a look what happens in the end here. And that...
Damien Smith. Well,
is it
no.
fair tread on the head?
He scored a good try, Jason Nickel, and then he got a boot in the back of his head for his trouble.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Broken field play, Eric. If the Gold Coast could have had a lot more of this, they might have been in this one. They still are if they can convert this one. At the moment, 18 points to 10. They must kick this goal. But Nickel, what pace he has. That's a terrible attempt to tackle from Hardy.
Well, Hardy and Lenihan just let him run. And he ran between them, and then it was Damien Smith over the top. It's Marty Bella over here.
Who's in
some trouble.
I haven't seen him stop the game.
You can see the blood coming out of his left eye. So Marty Bella will disappear to the blood bin, and
the knee in the head there. And generally your head
well, at
just
that point
is like a watermelon.
His forehead looks all right. And you can see coming around behind is Colin Ward, and he goes in with the knee. And Marty Bella's head, well, I'm not saying it was an attractive thing to look at before the game, but he hasn't exactly improved upon it, has he? Last tackle for St George. Drop goal attempt. It comes back, still the last tackle. Well, Damien Smith thought about the field goal. Steps off the right foot once, twice. Kicks over out to the left wing. It's collected over there by Jason Nickel. And the Gold Coast have diffused what was a potentially wonderful attacking opportunity for St George.
He's Italian on his feet. The fullback Damien Smith in broken field. God, how good was he on his feet? Here's the attempt to field goal from Custo. But watch this bloke go when he gets the football. He feigns to kick the field goal. Watch him off the right foot, again off the right foot, again.
Stepped inside
so much speed. And then sees the vision over there for the kick to Brunker. And there's a driving tackle again from Coyne, the captain, showing the way.
Oh, fabulous defence from Mark Coyne. We're inside the... Brendan Hurst taken high. Less than 2 minutes now. Patton looking for space, offloads now. This is Jamie Goddard. He's now inside Dragons territory. Patton with space. He goes straight through. Where's Patton? He needs some support. The kick is out to the right side. It's too far. Where's Patton? Did everything right. Right up until the time he needed to kick.
That was brilliant play there from Patton. I'm surprised that the touch judge didn't come in. Wayne Bartram went for a high tackle. Here he is from dummy half. Second time in this half he's run. And just too much on that one. The idea was right. Schloss was there backing up on the inside. And the player's just a little bit too slow to come and support Wes Patton.
Times. But really, perhaps Steve Roach, they didn't get the ball to him enough.
Well, that was probably the problem there. Wes has really got to put his hand up and run. On a few occasions when he decided to, he got the Gold Coast back into the game. Albeit he made a couple of mistakes in the game, but what a brilliant young player he is. They could have levelled the scores with only 30 seconds to go. It was a brilliant break from dummy half. As I said, it was only the second occasion that he decided to run. The support a little bit slack for Wes Patton there. Was Slosh on the inside, he kicked through. They couldn't make it to the football.
Mark Coyne acknowledges the crowd. They all go across to the far side here at Cogra. They've had another good crowd in today, St George. They've given them what they wanted. A fine victory here in the round 4 of the Optus Cup. Mario Fennig is now down on the sideline with a man who tried his heart out all day, the Gold Coast captain, Graham Mackay.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. I've got the Gold Coast captain, Graham Mackay. And Graham, it was remarkable at half-time. You were down 16 points to nil. You probably should have been down by more the number of mistakes you made.
Yeah, exactly, mate. We made too many mistakes in the first half, dropped balls, missed tackles, probably led to our own demise in the first half, and then we come back well in the second half, but then again, there's still too many mistakes.
On the positive side, you certainly have got to admire the courage of your side. You never gave in. What did Coach Phil Economidis say to you at half-time?
I might give everybody a rev, just amplify. Just told us that we made too many mistakes, mate, and that's what it all come down to.
Well, you had a great breeze behind you in the second half. Did you think 16 points you could overhaul it?
Well, we knew we had to control the ball, and I don't think our kicking game was that good in the second half with this big wind, and that's probably what lost us the game.
What do you think of St George?
Yeah, they're a tough side. They've done well to hang on in the second half there, but I think if we're on our day today, we should have got them.
Well, listen, Graham, I wish you all the best for the rest of the season.
Thanks, mate.
I've got Wayne Barton, the very good St George lock, and Wayne, lovely to get 2 points, but they were hard earned.
Oh, it was very hard, Mario, especially the second half, against that wind. We really struggled. All we wanted to do was try and hold the ball in the second half. But, credit to Gold Coast, they were really very physical.
Was David Wade happy with 16 points at half-time? Very heavy breeze. What did you think?
Yeah, well, he was a bit up in the air. He was hoping we could have got a couple more tries, but he just wants to go out there and put in for the second half.
I tell you what, Wayne, there was a lot of fooling between the two sides. A number of Gold Coast players played for various sides. You yourself got into a couple of skirmishes. Are they mates of yours or what?
Yeah, I've got a couple of good mates there. I get a bit carried away sometimes, but it's all part of the game, and I'm sure I'll have a drink with the boys tonight.
Must be worrying. You seem to be really building up to take control of the Gold Coast, but a couple of silly mistakes, you let them back into the game.
Well, that's what it is, That's all. It's simple things, and if we had held the ball a bit better in the second half, I'm sure we would have got a couple more tries. But as it worked out, we dropped a couple of balls, so put the pressure back on us.
It seems like St George are back on the rails. Good luck to you for the rest of the season.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Murray.
There he is, Wayne Barton, the very good St George player. Back to you, Eric.